Hey everybody, Jochen Heiden here. I'm back with the 8 January 1942 combat replay and intel analysis. So we got a lot of things looming on the map right now. We got Armageddon at Siam. We got an attack at Conscien. We got Lodrik maybe starting his way up to Burma, Clark Field. A lot of things going on right now. So I'm hoping for a good turn for us because we really need a break. So uh, watch and see what happens. And we're live. Let's see what disasters befall us today. Man, this, those guys are being pretty clumsy over there loading up that unit. Submerging? Okay. Oh, did you guys see a sub? I saw a sub. A night raid. A night raid on Changsha. Interesting. Okay. Minor runway hits, nothing serious. Lodrik is definitely spicing things up here. And it's coming in very uncoordinated though, as you can see. Yeah, it's coming in a little bit of pieces here. Boy, if we had some cap up at night, it'd shred this. Yeah, it's just a lot of fragmented pieces of attacks here. Alright, so now we know Lodrik is doing night raids. Okay, we lost a ship sank at PM, but we kind of expected that to happen. Oh, okay, so the Narwhal is on patrol south of Rabaul. And it appears to have hit, but we got the Mark 14 curse there. You know what? I'm not even sure about that. I'll have to look at the Narwhal. I don't know if it's running Mark 14s or Mark 10s. But regardless, we hit this ship, but we had a dud. So we'll look into the Narwhal later and see what kind of torpedoes that particular sub is running. Okay, that appears to be it for the nighttime activity. Man, again. Those guys are being clumsy over there. Okay, so the Triton, which is out there south of Kochi, is being depth charged. All right, so we're in deep water here, so this patrol boat didn't have a lot of success with the depth charges, so the Triton escapes. Okay, so Yoshida Maru, another patrol boat, is attacking the Trout. We need to move its patrol zone, I think. It kind of knows we're coming at this point. Alright, so a bunch of AKLs again. So he's running these AKLs on this side. And we elect not to attack because these aren't very lucrative targets. Okay, so this is always when things go really pear-shaped for me with the air attacks, typically. A lot of activity there at Rabaul. Okay, and these are some airstrikes trying to slow us down getting into Sion. The Lusu War area is getting pummeled. Another attack at Sion. This one's pretty heavy. I think the heavy rain is helping us here. Wow, that was pretty uneventful for the day raids. Let's see what we get for the PMs. A lot of activity there by Babel. You guys see that? This is a lot of recon flights, I think, is what we're hearing right now. Anytime you hear that camera, anytime you hear the camera sound, it's a successful um, uh, recon mission. Turn's going pretty fast right now. So that's it for the air raids. So now we're going to get into the land combat phase. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so here we go. This is the first attack that we're going to have to endure here at south of Sion. So now we can get a look at what he's bringing to the table. We got 2 tank regiments, 4 full divisions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mixed brigades and a 3rd tank. Oh my goodness, this is massive. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold against something like this. And quite a few arty units as well. So, you know, we could sit here all day watching this happen. I think we need to go ahead and just fast forward through this and see how this is going to go. I don't have a lot of faith that we're going to hold here. This is a lot of force that he's bringing in. Whoa. Okay, so we hold here, shockingly. So let's take a look at this. Look, this is what he's bringing to the table here. 141,000 troops, 1,300 guns, 500 vehicles, assault value of 5,000. We have 2,400. But when you look at the adjusted, it drops him down to 23, and it drops... it brings us up to 3,000, so his assault odds are 1 to 2. We get a modifier for terrain. The op mode I'm going to fix next turn because I had some troops come into that hex. So we'll fix the op mode. Experience I can't fix. But let's take a look at the casualties here. Not great for us. So it's a bit lopsided and we lose a unit outright. But we hold. And he does take a substantial amount of disabled units, more than we do. And we also get rid of some vehicles. So, you know, I'm not happy about the lopsided nature of the amount of troops that we lost, but we do have reinforcements coming. So we can, with whether 1 or 2 more of these, I think we're going to be okay. Look at everything he brought in there. This is the epitome of a death stack. Look at that. That's amazing. It's almost ridiculous, isn't it? So there's the numbers. We do inflict casualties, though. You know, we disable quite a bit of squad. That's going to take out some combat power. So okay, it's something. All right, and again another bombardment at Kukong, but I think Lodrik needs to reevaluate this thing that he's doing here, because if he doesn't knock it off soon, he's going to find himself trapped here. All right, unfortunately our casualties continue to mount. He keeps bringing in more arty units, so okay. All right, so here we go. This is the big attack I was planning here at Conscien. Let's see how this goes. Oh! Wow. So we take a lot of casualties, but we destroy a unit outright. And I think if we do this one more turn, we're going to finish him off. So if I were a betting man, I'd say that the recon regiment was completely annihilated. I'm liking the odds on this. I think one more attack like this and he's done for. Wow, excellent. Okay, so that's the end of the turn. Definitely not as bad as it could have been. Pretty exciting. We held at Sion. We got the better of him at Conscien. I'm pretty okay with how this turn went. Incredible. Chinese troops held, guys. So good terrain and stacking of units. All right, we got some reinforcements coming in. These are just some units I'm bringing around. Relocating myself. Okay, let's take a look at the intel analysis here. Okay, we're back and we got some victorious music playing. Because we had a pretty decent turn last turn. Let's take a look at the intel then. Alright, so for this last turn, aircraft losses. Looks like it's 3-1 in Lodrik's favor. We lost, unfortunately, it appears we lost 2 PBYs to Ops and a Catalina. Ooh, a lot of losses for our recon planes this turn. That's very unfortunate because those are in short supply. And then he lost 1 Oscar. So not much to discuss here as far as losses. Taking a look at the pilot losses, we did have 1 KIA out of those 3. Looking at the ace kill count here, since we're already in here, we have 2 aces here, and there's a third hanging out somewhere. I don't know where he went. I know we have a third ace that's got kills. He may not be assigned to a unit right now. That's probably what it is. All right, ship sunk last turn. There were none. I take it back. There was 1. The Cardross, which was already damaged and was sinking anyway at Port Moresby. I can't say it's a massive loss. We were expecting it to sink, so, you know, unfortunate. We're still showing only 31 Japanese ships sunk. I know there's more, but they're being very tight-lipped about it. Okay. Let's take a look at the SIGINT real quick. See if there's anything. So he looks like he's planning an attack on Aichang. Is loaded. Okay, the 53rd Division is loaded on a Japanese TK, which it's not loaded on a tanker. Moving to Tokyo. He's still waiting at Clark for the coup de grace. Heavy volume of radio transmissions detected at Babel. I think I know why. Okay. Now we'll take a look at the ops report. And you guys can scroll through with me. Nope, that's the ship there that sunk. So this is the Dutch sub that was damaged at Babel about a week ago. We need to take a look at that. It may not make it where I have it going. Alright. A lot of sightings here. Transporting troops and supplies. Alright. So that's the ops report. I don't see anything particularly important. We got the emerald. We can get the emerald out of Mombasa, but other than that, nothing super important here. So let's talk about the tactical situation. So we'll just start in China. So we had our first big battle here in China. Now we know what he's got. This is the mother of all death stacks right here. And unfortunately, he's got more coming. But I think at this point, we can get our troops in before he can get his troops in. So I think we're looking good here. So we got, what, 171 there, 2,100 there. I think we're going to beat him to the punch. If we can hold out 1 or 2 more turns, we should be able to get enough troops into this hex to hold out for a long time. Okay. We also have more troops filtering in from up north. So I think we have a chance of holding here for a while. Looking down here at, I think we see the next death stack forming up right now. I think he's trying to make a penetration here at Pinseong to try to break through. But you know what? I can do the same thing he's doing. So I'm going to start reinforcing this as well. because I don't want him to break through here. Although it would be very difficult for him to do so with the terrain being what it is. And we do have some fortification there. So he's going to need a lot of troops to break through. I don't think he's got them down here to do that. At Conscien, we were successful in completely wiping out that recon unit. So now we're just down to a couple piddly infantry units, which I think we can finish off next turn. Our retreated forces, we're low on supply, but so is he, right? So we can set all these to combat and all these to deliberate. And I think we can carry the day within the next turn or two. And once we destroy these units, we have options on where we can go. So I'm liking this. So the situation I'm not liking right now is here at Kukong. He's slowly whittling us away with his guns here. But I think I have a solution to this. If we're successful here, I think we can move down this road and come in from this direction and block him in. So he's going to have to make a choice if he wants to stay here or not. I think he's going to have to fall back. So we're going to soon give Lodrik a situation that he's going to have to decide if he wants to press this attack or not. And I don't think he will. So one more turn here. I think we'll have these guys. A couple more turns up here. We'll have enough troops in place to hold for a while. Okay. That's China. We do have something sighted here. It looks like... Where's this guy going? Okay, to a patrol zone. Not sure what exactly this is, but we definitely have some units here. These appear to be patrol boats, okay? We have a lot of activity over here, too. Ah, take a look at this. We have some activity, guys. He somehow snuck in another cruiser task force. Maybe he was hoping to intercept something here, but we're aware, we see it, so let's see what we can do about engaging this next turn. I think he's a little out of his depth here. He's not going to find anything worth attacking because these units are on their way out, right? So if he wants to get that close to Ceylon, he's going to run into a wall of something he doesn't like. So it says it's moving northeast, which is this way. We'll keep an eye on it. For the time being, I'm going to suspend any additional troop ships moving down to Rangoon or anything like that until I know what this is and I can deal with it. Starting to see quite a bit of activity here at Singapore. I am curious what will become of all these troops here. I suspect that these are actually demining ships. They have come in here to take these mines out. Yeah, but we'll do what we can to block the roads here in Malaya to make it difficult to move these troops out of Singapore and north. I think we can do some blocking action there. Looking over here in Babel, we have all kinds of activity. It's really interesting to see what he's doing here. He's got ships here, ships there. The carriers that were over here at Naval last turn have now moved this way. Okay. Just a lot of activity here, so I'm going to keep an eye on this. But these appear to be retreating back towards Babel. These are moving west. Ah, wow, a lot of activity out here. And then these guys are moving east. Where they're going, I don't know. Very interesting activity all the same. Not much else going on in the DEI right now. We're getting our last of our ships out of Batavia. So I think that the chance of us losing many more ships in this area is very slim at this point. We have mostly subs operating in this area and that's it. Okay. So looking down here at Port Moresby, we did intercept. So the Narwhal was here. It is, in fact, armed with Mark 14 torpedoes, so that would explain why we had that big hit but no explosion here last turn. But I think we've got a pretty decent blockade set up here now. So any ships that he wants to move in out of here are going to have to run a gauntlet of subs. We may get lucky, we may not, but they're there. If you take a look here, we know he's got a sub parked in Port Moresby. So I think we need to get aggressive with this guy and run him out of town. And I think I've got something that can do that. In the meantime, though, I'm basically suspending troop operations going into Port Moresby because I just don't know when his carriers will come back. I believe that his carriers did move off the truck to rearm because the port at Rabaul is too small to rearm them effectively right now. So he's going to have to go back to truck to top off the fuel tanks in the aircraft that he's got. So we do have a few days before he'll be back with more carrier strikes. All right. Also spotted this unit here, which I'm not sure what that is. It could be just a troop ship, convoy or supply convoy to help build up to Loggy. So we'll keep an eye on this. I don't think it's a major threat, though. Looking over here at Perth, everything's hunky-dory. We're moving ships in, moving ships out. We got plenty of time here. I got some subs that are under repair. We're going to get these back in action real soon. And these are good subs. These are good American subs that have long range and high speed. So once I have these repaired, they will be very effective for us. Yeah. So, yeah, basically this was a good turn for us, I think. One thing I didn't look at was the Army loss points. I see these ticking up. Ours didn't tick up that much, but hers sure did. So we're nowhere near parity here, and it will take us forever to get to that point. But we're inflicting losses early in the campaign for him, and I like that. I'm happy with what I'm doing on the ground so far. So we'll keep it up. I think that's basically it for this turn. It was pretty fast, but the highlights were the ground combat in China, which were good. So the next phase here is going to see what happens with all the ships near Babel. Okay. We want to see what happens with this task force here, which appears to be moving northeast, but that could change at any moment. We do know that he does not have these ships sighted, so he doesn't even know to go over here to intercept. If he goes this way, he's going to find ships that are tucked into port. Okay? I'm not going to send them out until I know this guy's gone. So I think we have a window of opportunity here to be effective. Oh, and the last thing. We'll keep an eye on all this activity here and be on watch for the carriers coming out of truck or going back in the truck. All right, I think that's all I got right now. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting this campaign and my channel. And we'll catch you on the next one.